Jim Harbaugh surprisingly sending a message to our quarterback. The Chargers expect the game to be easy for them, since the Raiders have important missions. Minshew wasted no time in saying what he thought about Harbaugh. The Chargers' offensive coordinator seems concerned about facing the Raiders. See what he said below. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Las Vegas Raiders will see a familiar face in Week 1 as the team's former quarterback coach, Jim Harbaugh. This game will mark Gardner Minshew's debut as the team's starting quarterback. The coach has some praise for the veteran quarterback. "I've always been a big fan," Harbaugh said of Minshew, according to a September 6th column on Raiders.com. "He's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think he has a lot of issues. He plays with great skill, knowledge of the system, and confidence. He's a winner. I have a lot of respect for him." Harbaugh's career as a quarterback has not been much different than Minshew's thus far. Both have played in the NFL as starters for multiple teams but were never considered superstars at the position. It's easy to see why Harbaugh would have so much respect for a player like Minshew. This is only the second time in his career that Minshew will start in Week 1. The first time, he went 1-7 before being benched. He hopes to avoid that and has taken the preparation process in stride. "I've always really enjoyed the process of it," Minshew said during his September 4th media availability. "If you only enjoy the games, which is like 1% of the time you're doing it and the rest of the time you're miserable, that doesn't really make sense to me. So I always try to enjoy every second in the building. The locker room, the team atmosphere is something that's so special and something you never want to take for granted." This is a huge opportunity for Minshew. The Raiders don't have a young franchise quarterback waiting in the wings, and Aiden O'Connell isn't the strongest contender. This is the best chance Minshew has had to earn a long-term starting job. There's been a lot of talk about who the Raiders might target at quarterback next offseason, but it's not impossible they could keep Minshew at the position if he leads the team to the playoffs. The Chargers have a new coaching staff this offseason that won't be very familiar with the Raiders. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman has been out of football for the past 2 years, but he's very familiar with defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. Roman has a lot of respect for the Raiders and is looking forward to the chess match with Graham. "We have a very, very strong opponent to start," Roman said, according to Raiders.com. Looking at the Raiders' defense, they have talent all over the place. They play extremely hard. They are very well coached. A very experienced defensive coordinator. "We know we have our work cut out for us, but we are very excited about the challenge." The Raiders and Chargers are two teams that will be evaluated this season. Either one can be good or bad, and they have a lot of new coaches. Week 1 could be very telling for both teams as they enter the season.